Catherine McCauley founded the Sisters to take care of the poor, especially the poor women and girls in Dublin. And from that came the Sisters of Mercy that have spread across the United States.
For me to be a Sister of Mercy means I am standing on the shoulders of incredible, marvelous women. These women have taken the dream of Catherine McCauley and enlivened it in our world today. These women built our hospitals, they built our universities, they built and established incredible responses to the needs of the time.
Then there was a Catholic church here in Cedar Rapids, and the pastor was a Father Clement Lowry. And he thought he would like to start a Catholic school. So he contacted the superior in Davenport and said, could you send me some sisters? And she was able to send 3 sisters on the 22nd of July in 1875.
The vows in themselves are called poverty, chastity, obedience, and then our 4th vow of service to the poor, the sick, and the uneducated.
The sister said, look, we have our 4th vow is to take care of the sick, the poor, the sick, and the uneducated. And so why don't we start a hospital? They were able to get a little house and put in a 15-bed hospital. That was in November of 1900 that the hospital started.
When I think of the sisters, and I loved them, and they were my family, you know, my friends, as well as my boss. But there'd be 2 words to describe it. One is omnipresent, because they were here 24 hours, 7 days a week. They might be watering the hall at 3 a.m. on Sunday. They might be visiting patients, counseling, comforting families. But their presence here was just, you know, manifold and, you know, always present. And the second one is inspirational. It's a privilege to be part of the healing ministry of the Sisters of Mercy.
It's just a wonderful gift to be able to be a chaplain and to be able to minister to their beliefs, whatever they may be. I have ministered to people who say that they are non-Christian. There'll be one word they'll use. And just recently someone said, you still visit people who say they're heathens? And I said, yes, I do.
When the Sisters of Mercy formed this hospital over 100 years ago, they brought with it a commitment to ensure that there was a healthcare facility that would be always available to any and all that crossed the threshold of the institution.
There are so many ways a hospital such as Mercy enhances a community, but probably the most recent and best example is this building that we're standing in, which is the Hall Prine Cancer Center. The board studied for a number of years the benefits that it would bring to the community, and the number one benefit is that we will be able to provide quality cancer care in this community.
Mercy is a tremendous asset to the community in which we live because we are able to stay at home and get world-class health care, but have it delivered by people who care, not just about making you better, but about you as an individual.
Over the years, there have been fewer sisters who have entered the community, and I think that's nationwide. And also at the same time, our sisters are growing older.
As we are fewer, and there are fewer of us, especially like in the hospital now, we've worked very hard giving the staff in the hospital what it means to be Mercy and what the sisters are all about and why the hospital was established.
The sisters have actually very intentionally begun to educate and develop us such that we understand the heritage of Catholic healthcare ministries, that we understand the legacy of the Sisters of Mercy that they would like and they envision to be carried forward.
When I came on the board, my exposure to the sisters was very profound. It's clear that their legacy is to keep the quality and patient care foremost in the fabric of Mercy Medical Center. And to this day, it's you can see that it's really embedded in what is going on here at Mercy.
I trust our employees to carry out our mission, first of all, because I've had experience with them. I know how dedicated they are, and a lot of our point of reference at Mercy is the flood, and I saw how our employees responded to make sure the hospital came back strong, and they viewed it as their hospital, not just the sisters. This is our hospital, and to me that was a very heartwarming thing.
I have complete faith in them, and know that they're just into it. They're just part of this, the mission of Mercy, and it seems like they enjoy it, and they understand more and more what we're about and why we're here.
We obviously won't be wearing habits, but we have the opportunity to interact with our patients, their families, our community, in the way that each and every one of us imagine a Sister of Mercy doing so.
We haven't done it alone those years. We've always had employees who believed in what we were doing. Each time we have orientation, which is every other month, I listen to all of our new employees say why they came here to Mercy, and I am so inspired by what they say. One thing that comes up over and over again is, well, my mom worked here, my dad or my aunt, and so it's almost like they're continuing their own legacy of being associated with Mercy.
My hope and desire as for the new people coming, or those who have been here for 5, 10, 15 years, that they will be the leaders that will carry this into the rest of this century, and I firmly believe that they will be able to do it.
The caring, the compassion, the interest that the Sisters of Mercy have given to this institution should always be in the back of your mind. Never forget what it's like to be on the other side. Never forget what it's like for that patient that you're caring for, and try and give them the very best care that you can, as if you were the one who was receiving the care. And if you do that, then you will always, always be the person who continues on the Mercy touch.
It really means that you respect the dignity and worth of every individual, and you respect them as a human being, as a person, not as a disease or a room bed number.
The employees at Mercy are really impressive, because not only do they do a great job of providing health care, but I've been impressed by how involved they are in our community.
Part of the Mercy spirit, I think, is sharing that hospitality, no matter what your task or role is. The food service, the person who cleaned my room, the people who I met in the hall, the volunteers who brought my mail.
I congratulate staff when they join the Mercy family, because on the one hand, I know that they're going to be able to realize their professional aspirations. They're going to have access to the greatest technology and the most beautiful facilities, and they're going to be working shoulder to shoulder with extraordinary colleagues.
I believe whether we're working in food and nutrition or, one of the nurses on the floor, that we all received a call to be here at Mercy. And Mercy needs each one of those roles.
If your heart is saying, I'm here because I like what I'm doing, I'm here because this is where I think I'm meant to be, whatever it is that you're doing, that's the Mercy touch.